Dan Gardella joined by rising senior on the women's basketball team at Sacred Heart University, Adrianne Hagood. And Adrianne, thanks so much for joining me. First of all, how are you doing during quarantine, and what are you doing to try and stay in shape during this
Um, I work out a lot with my sister. So me and her do jogs and runs in our neighborhood, and we do some exercises that my strength coach sent us. And I'm adjusting pretty well now since it's been a while, but it is frustrating at times, but I'm okay for the main part. And before I got my shoulder surgery last Tuesday, so I can't really work out too much now. But before I was doing pretty good, staying in shape, doing the workouts, lifting. But now I'm just gonna be starting PT for my shoulder soon.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of just looking back at the season you had, you made All NEC second team. You guys were charging through the end of the regular season. You guys were going into the postseason, had a great win against St. Francis in the first round, and then you had a unique situation where you were set to play Robert Morris, and then the news came down that the NEC was canceling the tournament, along with all the other tournaments going across college basketball. From a player's perspective, just walk us through that emotion when you realized that you weren't going to be playing that game and ultimately your season was over.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotions involved. It was for our seniors especially, everybody just felt sorry for them because we wanted so much for them and we wanted to win this championship for them. So we really showed comfort around them, especially. But hearing the news, it was kind of a shock to me because I was hearing news of other schools having to be canceled during this time, but we didn't receive a call yet, so I still had some hope in our season. So it was a bit of a shock and very emotional. But we stayed together as a team really well, and all the support from them helped us through that process.
Yeah, your coach, when I talked to her a couple weeks ago, she told me that something that even made her emotional, even talking about it, was that you guys, when you heard the news, you asked if you could stay and finish your shoot around. How did the rest of that shoot around go? What was the vibe kind of after that, knowing that you weren't going to be playing a game, but you still wanted to kind of finish the season on a good note?
Exactly. Us asking to just finish our shoot around, it meant so much to us because it was our basically our last time all like together and experiencing this together with our seniors. So the shoot around, it was so energetic. We were in good spirits because we got to finish it out, even though our season was done. We got one more opportunity to be a team again, like for the end, knowing our season had to end. But it was really fun, it was very energetic, and everybody was having a good time.
And then moving forward to next season, you guys have a lot of uh, optimism. There's a lot of strong momentum going toward the women's basketball team next season, returning your top five scorers. You bring in a couple newcomers. How much contact have you had with your team? I know I've seen that some you guys have had some Zoom calls. You've been in contact a little, but how often do you guys talk to the coaching staff, your other players? How often does that happen?
Okay, for our team personally, we're very close. So we almost talk every single day, either if it's through social media or just texting or group FaceTiming. We talk very frequently because we're just a big family and those are my sisters. We talk constantly. And the incoming freshmen and the transfers, we're all bonding with them really well. Like we set up a yoga class Zoom call or like a dance, workout, we can all do together just so we can bond because we're not together around this time. So as much as we can, we talk every day, send little um, funny videos, just checking up on one another. So we talk a lot.
Who would you consider to be the team clown or the funniest person on the team that sends the best memes?
Um, mm, Maybe Jayla. Jayla's really funny. People say I'm a clown, so maybe me too. I do try and make people laugh because I know it's a tough time right now. And Asia McCrae, she's funny too.
And kind of going a little bit more toward your personal statistics, you've upped your scoring every single year, and you've kind of solidified yourself as one of the better players in the Northeast Conference. What goes into an off-season workout? What is the main point of emphasis that you try to improve on year after year? Because we've seen, for people who have followed your team, we've seen that gradual improvement, and going into senior year, I think everybody feels that, there's room to grow even more. So what goes into a workout, knowing what you've done in the past and how you can improve on
Definitely consistency, like staying in the gym, perfecting each aspect of my game is really big because the fundamentals and muscle memory, it all helps in the long run. And definitely staying in shape, picking up a ball, doing the little things because that helps with the rest of the stuff. And I would say just knowing, because it is the off season, you still have to work hard. So getting up, getting in the gym, having that motivation to keep working is really big as well.
And guess, kind of leaving with this, when you go into next season and there's a lot of familiarity coming back and everything, what does that bond that you mentioned you had, how does that help you guys when you get back to campus? How does that help you guys kind of pick up right where you left off from last season, where you finished the season on a 5-game winning streak?
Yep. Um, Mentioning that 5-game winning streak, that also, when our coach, she mentioned that in our huddle at the end of our shoot around, and that just gave us motivation. And that's another reason why we wanted to stay and finish the shoot around, because we were on such a rise. But going back to what you said for how close the team is, I think since we are so close, we talk a lot and we have some experience together. Coming back is just going to feel more natural and people are going to be more comfortable playing together. But for the incoming freshmen and the new transfers we have, I feel like our team, the people that have been here and had experience, are good at integrating the newcomers in with our team, because we have really good captains on our team, like Olivia Dabney, Nikki Johnson, and Jayla Davis. They're all very good leaders, and they're good at talking with the incoming freshmen and the new transfers. And since we're all close, we want our team to remain close and keep the culture within our team. So I think we're going to be good coming back, and we're all comfortable and we're all friendly and we're getting along really good. So I think that'll help us be successful next year.